There we go. We want that right about there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play some Dredge, but we are not going to play the Pale Reach. The Pale Reach is some DLC I picked up when I bought Dredge. Little story time. You know how I do like my story times. Get some of this up. I had seen somebody else play Dredge, and I really liked it. Thought I should play that game someday. Excuse me. So, I don't remember. I think it was on sale and I grabbed it. And then when new stream time came around and everybody got to vote, we had 3 people submit games this go around, so everybody got to pick 2. This is one that I picked. Full disclosure, I do not vote on the polls. I figure if I'm picking a game and I'm the streamer, I shouldn't get to vote. I probably shouldn't even get to pick, but I did anyway. Before the poll officially went up on YouTube, I had a couple people text, Discord, comment, whatever, that they wanted to see After Image. So I thought, After Image, that's it. That's the one. We're going to do After Image, right? Well, so I was all set. Okay, we're doing After Image. I'll play Dredge for myself. It'll be fun. And Saturday I started playing, and then Sunday I checked the poll on YouTube, and Dredge had just shot off into the lead. 100% of the votes were for Dredge. So, here we are. Okay, so there you go. There's Dredge. We showed up, our boat's wrecked, so we're borrowing a boat. This is our boat, this is our inventory system. We have a fishing pole, we have an engine. Oh boy. Map of the area. It's not much of an area, but it is an area. Can't argue with that. There's us. Messages, notes, and journals. We got none. Encyclopedia. When it comes time for fish catching, it's going to show up in here. This 87 pages of fish. Each page has minimum 2 fish, but as you see at the bottom there are aberrations. So just on these 2 pages alone, there's 8 fish. Over here on the left side, this is where we will find said fish. The ice is added in the DLC, I believe. And then over here is regions. The game doesn't really give you much to go off of. It's just like, okay, go fish. So here's our quests. Met the mayor of Greater Marrow, sent me out to catch some fish and find my bearings. Seems nice enough. Warned me to be back by nightfall, though. Said something about fog. Bit dramatic. Catch as many fish as you can, then head back. So all we can do right now is undock. So forward moves us forward. Backward moves us backward. Right stick does camera. Let's look around the screen real quick. Top center is day of the week, time, and our compass. The little half circle with the anchor on it, that's kind of a light gauge, I guess, how dark or light it's going to be. Bottom left, you see a little thing that says L button. Pushing L button brings this up. We have a spyglass, so we can zoom in on things. Very exciting. You can see where the fish live. That's where the fish lives. Foghorn. Good job. And lights. It's not much of a light. Eventually we will get more things in here. But for now, all we need to do is move our very slow little boat over to where the fish lives. And fishing is kind of like a QTE mini game here. You don't have to push the button. If you don't, it does take a little longer. We caught a blue mackerel. And as you fish, time passes. Over there in the little window on the left where our fish is, that tells us the shape of the fish that we can catch. And it's got the area we're considered to be in and the stock. How many fish are left in this little thing. As you fish, the stock goes down. And if you fish them all, then they don't come back as quick. This is still considered coastal, a little different kind of fish. So we like to practice sustainable fishing habits here in Dredge and Little Marrow. So this is shallow water. We can't fish here yet. We don't have the right equipment for shallow water. So let's head this way. So time moves pretty quick, as you see up there. Usually 6 o'clock is about a good time to come back. Different fishing setup there. If you screw up missing these, if you screw up and you miss, not if you screw up missing. Yellow means you catch a trophy. It kind of locks you out of pushing the buttons for a minute. And then just takes a little longer to fish. Shapes in the deep. We don't have the right equipment for this. Those are not fish. That's something else. The game makes a lot of noises when you're over something. You hear that noise? There's a bottle. Take that. So we got a note. And it's starting to get dark, so let's head back. There's the lighthouse. There's a house over there. There's seems to be another town over there. There's buoys out and about. Turn on our light. Doesn't do much for us, but we turned it on. Willem Dafoe's up there doing all sorts of things. Okay, if you look up at our clock, we now have an eye. 7 o'clock, that eye shows up. And that is how comfortable you are. You are fisherman man who's in this little boat who we will never ever see. It's like a panic meter. We try not to let it get too full. And we'll just get into more stuff as more stuff comes available. Makes sense, right? He's selling us a boat. So we take our fish to the fishmonger. This guy. So we can select each one individually and sell it, or we can just push the button, boom, sell them all. So sold 9 fish for a total of $92.34 up there in the top right. Paid off a little bit of our debt. And that's what we got. Now, you can see here, we've got some hooks. Here we've got some hooks. Here we've got propellers. Up here we've got a light, and then there's a damage meter. These spaces are reserved for fishing equipment. These spaces are reserved for the motor. These spaces are reserved for your lights. Hello. And then we have our, like a storage. Okay, research part. These are nice to have. Going okay. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Got $33.70 left on our ship. That won't take us too long. Talk to the shipwright.
Ah.
So, the shipwright here is who repairs our boat. You see right there, we've got a repair thing we don't need. We can buy better lines. So we have fish in shallow water. Better engines. Nets we can't do anything with, and lights. We can get lights, but they're expensive. A lot of things are expensive. And we don't have the money to buy this. We could buy the simple skimmer, though. Takes 2 hours to install. I think we're going to do it. We will put it right there. All right, you guess. Everything okay? Okay, research. This is where that little research part we got comes into play. Right now we can research rods and engines. There's pots and nets. We can't do anything about those yet. So each thing on this list you see has a number of gears. That's how many parts it takes to fully research. Some of them are very expensive. Some of them are not too expensive. But here in the rods, you can see we can learn how to use a rod that will do both coastal and shallow. This one does oceanic. This one's very important. They're all very important, really. Engines, you want to move a little faster. So, researching the improved outboard has opened up the ability to research the jet engine, the jet drive, the twin prop, and the refined outboard. Go back to the shipwright. There's the improved outboard we just researched. We just have to buy it, get it installed. Makes sense? Check our cabin. We got a message in a bottle. These are important. I will not be reading all of them. Here's the fish we caught. And about what each one is worth. Where they appear, day or night, whether they can be caught with a rod, a trawl, or a pot. How many we've caught, the record for the biggest one we've caught, etc., etc. Following along so far? There's a scary red thing in the background there. I don't want to learn what it is. Because I'm a chicken. So now we can we can fish in different water. So we're going to do a little of that. The first little portion of the game is just getting money together. That's low. We don't want to fish there. A gray eel. Good job, us. That's low, so we'll leave that alone. That's low, so we'll leave that alone. This one's high. We can take this. Oh, screwed it up. That one's low, so we'll leave. I don't know a whole lot about this game. The person I watched playing it cut a lot out because there's a lot of repetitiveness to the game. Excuse me. You there. I could fit 2 more small fish or 1 more flounder. So let's look around a little more. We'll stop at that dock a little later. This. Let's put it up. Oh, can't fit you. Bam. I have to discard. Sneak through here. Grab this bottle, then we'll head back. I will say, this game's pretty good about making you uncomfortable. I think makes me uncomfortable sometimes. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Some fish only appear at night, so you do have to do some night fishing. Like these guys right here. Good enough. Exposure to fog and other things increases your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. That's why we have lights. We want to not panic. Also, our eyes seem to have changed color. Maybe that's not our eye. Who can say? Special orders. Tell me more. 1 flounder and 1 eel. Need to have a rod that can handle shallow. Got it. I've actually got them both. Drop that off. Oops. Drop that off. So for those two, we got almost 44 bucks, which is half what an entire load got us last time. A squid and a whole black grouper. I've got a squid. And I've got another squid. These do not count towards our freshness thing. So now we can sell the rest of the fish. Picked up 61 bucks. $10 went to our debt. Abnormal species. Okay. So if we come down here to visit the mayor who's hidden behind a thing, we can pay off some of the debt. We owe $22.80. We've got, I don't remember how much. Let's just pay it off. We'll deal with him later. Pursuits. So here's the quest we just got from the fishmonger. Groupers only bite at night, so we do have to do some more night fishing. Bottle number 2, the next day. Pause if you need to. And in our encyclopedia, we picked up the arrow squid and the gray eel. We have 2 aberrations each. The mackerel and the cod have 3. Also picked up a flounder, who has 2. So the dry dock, we can do bigger upgrades to the boat here at the dry dock. Extra space, more points for equipment, better hulls, but we need materials for this stuff. Okay. So obviously all the little red stuff is what we don't have. I don't have the money or the materials to do some of these upgrades. But to get me 2 more rod spaces, we need 2 pieces of lumber, 1 of scrap metal, and 1 of cotton. And then we need to pay 95 bucks to upgrade. But what that does is that turns these 2 spaces into, from regular old inventory to, you can put a bigger rod here. Bigger and better rods, because there are bigger and better rods. Nets, engines, and lights. Okay. So boat speed right now is 24 knots. You can add a second engine and get a little faster. Lights. I would like a better light. We can't afford either of these. So I think we will just rest for the day. that was all about. Yeah. Over here. This inventory system takes some getting used to. Okay. So we have a new pursuit. Deliver the package. Mayor of Greater Marrow asked me to deliver a package to the dockworker at Little Marrow to the east. Feels dense and damp. I'm not going to open it. And there's our map, and he highlighted our destination. This one's easy. This is also why I didn't rush over to the town right away, because there wasn't anything for us to do there. We haven't really encountered, you know, like anything. Like, we can fish. Fish aren't gonna like attack our boat or anything. That's not anything we have to worry about. But there is stuff out there we don't want to mess with. And I'd rather not mess with it if at all possible. Because we don't have any way to defend ourselves in this game. Should we ever have to? We just have to run. Okay, Little Marrow doesn't have a lot to offer right now. There's a trader. Should we find anything that's not a fish or materials, he'll take it. And this storage locker here is available from anywhere. We can drop stuff off here, and anywhere else there's a locker we can get to it. Kinda handy like that. Alright, so we were given a book. Excuse me. All we have to do to read it is select it. Now we can leave. Delivery done. That's low. I don't really want to take it. That looks like a pretty big fish. I don't think we've got what it takes. Nope. That's an oceanic fish. So let's just catch as catch can. Move on with our lives. Sometimes I don't like the noise. I know I need to get that grouper, and we'll get it. It's starting to rain. That was all that was there. Like, this isn't bad, but when you do this... and then it makes noises, then I get a little concerned for my safety. Buoys. I don't know why we can't examine that buoy. Oh, fishmonger. Some fish prefer deeper water, others stick to shallows. Yeah. Take them all. Okay. So now we have a light. And not just that little lantern on the back. We've got a light out in front of us. Let's see. Find our grouper. I don't think we'll be able to. I think it's going to be a little darker than I want to deal with. Because I'm a chicken. I'm ashamed to admit it. Besides, it's 11:30. Past my bedtime. We will do a little more wider range exploring once we get a little faster boat. Our boat's really slow. Don't want to take it if it's slow. It takes longer to come back. Down here low. Now you're low. It's going to be a little too deep. It's rather oceanic. Let's go take a peek over here, though. That's nothing we can get right now. It's low. What's this? Slab of rock juts from the water bearing crude symbols of curved fish. A rough shape has been chiseled away. I don't have any curved fish, and that's kind of creepy. So let's just leave that alone. We will never come back to it. O'clock. What? Back this way. Oh, we've completed reading our book. Hefty tome and laborious read. It goes into great detail about techniques that can be employed to reduce the impacts of fishing upon fish stocks. Mentions something about ensuring a healthy ecosystem, blah, 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 blah. 10% chance not to reduce fish stocks. It's passive. It's on all the time once you read it. There are a lot of books in the game. Okay, 6 o'clock. Turn that light on, we'll get out of here. Here's our grouper. Let's do that. Okay. guess we can examine this now. There. Brief respite. I do like a brief respite. Oh, fishmonger. It's nice. The game knows when you've got the item for the order, so you don't have to remember. Got 89 bucks for that. Crab pots, you say? Sure, I'll take it. Drop it out. Come back and check on it. Fiddler crab and common crab. Okay, we can do that. Pick all my fish. Shipwright. So we bumped into that buoy, so we got a little damaged. Or it's also our crab pot. Could be either or. I think it was the crab pot though. So we could get this weighted line, which this has a 10% fishing speed. This has a 40 or plus 10, plus 40. Not too worried about that right now. We want to be a little faster. So our current engine, 24 knots. It's our total fishing speed. Oh. So we have 10, that gives us 14. These add 10, this adds 15. So we'll take that one. There, now we'll be a little faster. Not a whole lot faster, but a little faster. We got the grouper. Short, stocky fish, modded black coloring, perfect camouflage for night. 35 bucks a piece for those. Fishmonger wants common crab, fiddler crab. Okay. We can do that. First, sleep. So, select a crab pot with this button. There it is. They catch things over time, but you need to repair them every once in a while. So let's drop it right there. That's a good spot. So, I don't know if it's noticeable to you, but we're a little bit faster. I did not ever put the fish in the thing over here on the side of the island. In what little I played this before the stream. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Let's find out. Excuse me. I think you have to fill the whole thing, maybe? So, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and this guy down here. So we need more fish. That's the name of this game, ladies and gentlemen. You always need more fish. Got a little sparkle over here. Ooh. We found some materials. Found a citrine ring. Found an upgrade thingy. Research part. Iron chain. Someone might pay for that. Okay, well, that's a start. I don't have room for one of those. So let's get organized here. When we were looking at that other rod and it said it would upgrade fishing speed, it's not how fast the minigame goes, it's how fast the line comes up while you're doing the minigame. Screw you too, rocks. Does that make any sense? Still don't have room for one of you. Something in there. I love loose debris. Oh, we still have our crab pot selected. I think we've got room. Well, we might have room. Ah. Oh, what is that? How did that get way up here? That's red. Red's usually not something you want to mess with, so let's not mess with that. Have room for one of you. Perfect. Let's get out of here. Getting dark. And not to run into anything. Nothing in the crab pot. It would be doing a little dance if there was. Dry dock. So, first thing, let's put some wood over here for an engine. Let's put over there for a light. I think that's a good place to start. Research something? Let's research the hydraulic rod. Or we can upgrade to an efficient crab pot or a hardy crab pot. Slightly better chance of aberrations, or a large crab pot. More space, efficient design, holds more before it needs emptying. That'll last for 3 days, that'll last for 5, that'll last for 3. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't do much with crab pots in my little bit of off-screen playing. This would be nice because it lets us do coastal and shallow. We can replace 2 rods with 1. This does oceanic. I'm going to take that because we're going to need to start shopping, fishing out of there. I mean, oh, engines. Thank you. So what we would need to do is uninstall this and install this. We don't have the money right now to install that. It's 410. We can't install that, it's too much. So we will wait a bit. Let's pick our book. Correct engine operation. And let's sleep. Remember that jeweler guy in Little Marrow? Oh, hi. Photographer. Heading south. I'll think about it, sir. Yeah, that guy in Little Marrow said he'd buy trinkets. We have some trinkets. We got a fiddler crab. So that pot will last 2 more days. We'll leave it there. Ooh. That's pretty. And it's a trophy. Never caught a bigger one. Let's just keep on moving. It's still low. there anymore. There's a light there. There, give me one more. Perfect. We'll go hit up that weird rock on our way back. It's not really on the way, but, you know, we're busy. So, he bought our chain and the ring. And now we leave. I like the music in this game quite a bit. I like most of what goes on in this game. And, you know, when it's not daytime, or when it is daytime, excuse me, and I don't have this impending sense of panic and doom, I have a pretty good time. Alright, decided we needed one there. There. Nope, that ain't right. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Let's see what happens. A sinew spindle. Handline reel wrapped in the length of stretchy sinew. One end is crafted to a crude bone hook. I don't know what I do with that. Right there. Install it. Grab there, I guess. I don't know. Screwed that up right away. Okay. Start heading back. It's starting to get dark. Oh, glowy thing. We need to check out the glowy thing before it goes away. It's a barbed eel. We'll look at that when we get back. Oh, fishmonger. I also like that the game, like, if you're not sure what it is, here's a picture. You know, I kind of like that. Spine broken with sharp angles and crooked curves. A row of teeth bent on revenge. Okay, there you go. They'll pay us well if we find more. There's a guy. Okay. Halfway through our book. So we finished the eel. You know, the barbed eel is an aberration of the gray eel. There's another aberration for that. Everything cross-references, and it's really nice. So he wants us to go there. I don't want to know what's going on over there. A strange looking fish. Never seen anything like it. It died as soon as it was pulled from the water, but its scales are pulsing with a strange rhythm. Don't want to handle it. Have headache and ears are ringing. Maybe the fishmonger will know more. Still need to find a common crab for that. $200. You want to upgrade anything for that? Hold on. Coastal and shallow. That does shallow. That does coastal. So... Can get to my storage? I said I don't love this inventory system. That over there. Sell that. Because this one will do what both of those would do. It's not quite as fast, I don't think, but that's okay. Still can't afford the hydraulic rod. And we're good there. We got no repairs we need to do. We have nothing else for the dry dock, so let's rest. Go see. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, this beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, delicate crimson thread. That is not the crab we needed. We'll leave that for another day. There is an achievement in the game if you have a completely full inventory. So if you want to be creative and move a bunch of stuff around to make room. That fishing is a little slower. That's okay. I don't mind. You have more inventory space without it. So dude said south. That looks like south to me. Fish there yet. Sorry. Bumped it. Okay, so now on the back of the boat, we've got a hook, very Wind Waker style. So now when we see shipwrecks or things in the water that are not fish, we can dredge them up. Which means we can get materials or upgrades. We'll sit on that for a minute. We need to start heading back. It'll be dark before we know it. We will do this, though, while we're here, just to see how this works. So, you gotta push the button to move your little hook thingy. Avoid the black hole there. Got a ring. Let's get out of here. We finished our book, too. We'll check out, see what that means here in a minute. Once a crab pot is damaged, you gotta pick it up, take it back to dock and have the shipwreck fix it. Man, everybody wants to talk to us now. I'll be with you guys in a minute. Okay, I don't have a crab for that order. I apologize. He found a book. Perfect. $104 for all them fish. So the book we just finished, preachy and disjointed set of articles on how and how not to operate engines. In general, it was far too overcautious for my thinking. 5% more speed. That's pretty good. Rods, reels, and rigs. We'll read that next. So that's where we need to find all of the items. Vectored installed dredging equipment. Locate some relics. Will reward me. Checking out shipwrecks. Mentioned locals might be able to point me to some. Well, it already says there where they're at, so we don't need to talk to anybody about that. Let's talk to the lighthouse keeper. I don't think she likes us very much. Builder. Spoke to a builder on the dock, kept talking about moving on. Didn't seem with it. Asked if I would help bring materials so they could build a house. I'm sure I can dredge something up. Here's some garbage I found in the ocean, lady. Okay, here's our two whatsits there. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it is break time. Let me see if this is gonna work. I push this button. Didn't seem to work. Damn. Here, I thought I had it.